Welcome back to Neutral Zone. Today, we're going to be doing NHL starting goalies tier list, okay? So, yeah, goalies don't get enough love. So, this is what we're doing. Yeah, so S, A, B, C, D, F. Okay. It's going to be an interesting list, man. Let's get into it. So, Aiden Hill. This is a hard one because I think he would be a B, to be honest. He's He's a mostly starting goalie, but I don't like the last couple years he hasn't really been like too insane. So I mean, for now, I'll toss him in B. Georgiev, shit. All he is dog shit. So I mean, I would go F. The Delkovich, uh, I mean, I would go F again. Honestly, I don't think he's that good to be in D. He could argue he could be in D. He's not that horrible. He scored a goal. That's like the only thing that comes to my mind of Alex Nedeljkovic. Next is Vasi. Vasi is an S tier goalie. Even though his pads are bigger than allowed, he is a nasty goalie. Stolarz, I go A tier. Stoley's good. He, you know, it could have been a different series against Florida if he was uh, healthy, and he was really good during the regular season and Ottawa series. He was unbelievable. I'm pretty sure this is Soderblom. Uh, because that is a Hawks jersey, and I'm pretty sure that is Soderblom, and it wouldn't be Spencer Knight, but Spencer Knight would be the starting goalie. So I'm gonna rate this off Spencer Knight. Okay, this is not Soderblom. This is Spencer Knight. Spencer Knight put in C tier. Yeah, he could be like C plus, close to B. Next year he could probably be a B. He had a really good run in when he got traded from Chicago, just playing number one minutes. Pretty good, man. Cam Talbot, I'll also put in a B. He was the only goalie for Detroit this year. Even though they had like five goalies, uh, he was the only one that was decent enough. Last couple of years, he was really good in LA. Cam Talbot always been an underrated goalie, in my opinion. Um, yeah, man, he's Cam Talbot's very underrated. I like him a good amount. Um, Hellebuck, this would be an S tier. Won a Hart Trophy as a goalie. Won three, 3 to 4 Vesnas. I'm pretty sure it's just three, but I don't know. Uh, led a President's Trophy winning team. Had one of the best seasons by a goalie. Had the second best season by a goalie in the cap era. I mean, absolutely wonderful goalie right there. Next, Connor Ingram, C tier. He's good. You would rather have somebody else over him, but he's good. Kemper, Kemper, I'd go A. Very good. He had a top three season for goalies. Was a Vesna finalist. If Hellebuck wasn't in the picture, he could have won the Vesna this year. So, you know, in Colorado he was good, very good that one year. He was always good in Arizona, and yeah, he was very good. Dustin Wolf, is it too early? Is it too early to say S tier? Is it too early? I know there's a select full of goaltenders, but is it too early to say Dustin Wolf was an S tier after 1 year? The guy was absolutely nasty. They deserved a playoff spot. Could have won the Calder. He is an amazing goalie. This is so difficult. I feel like his fundamentals are so good that he'll be up here like in 2 years, 3 years, not even 3 years, maybe next year potentially. I'm gonna hold myself back and put him in A because it's just one season. It's a small sample size, you know. I'll keep it on the top of it. I think he's low key better than Kemper and Stoley, so I'll keep it like that. Gustafson had a great season this year. I put him in A tier above Wolf. Very good season. Led Minnesota, you know. He had a really, okay mid-season, bad season last year. Came back swinging this year. Was pretty good. He was decent during the playoffs. I mean, it wasn't like insane or anything, but yeah. Freddie Teddy, he goes up here. When he's healthy, he's really good. He was probably the best goalie during the playoffs until the conference finals. Even during the conference finals, he wasn't horrible against Florida. Just Florida's a wag. So yeah, I would put Freddie here. Shiesty is S tier. He is absolutely insane. He did have a down season this year, but everyone on New York did, so I'm not going to blame that. Just I'm going to look at previous results. Top five goalie in the league. Absolutely amazing. Then the next Russian, Ilya Sorokin. This guy, in my opinion, is the second best goalie in the league. Sorokin, the fundamentals, the way he plays the game, just he's such a good goalie. And New York is such a shitty team. Sorokin is the only reason why they win some games. Like I watched a couple Islanders games this year. That's crazy saying I watch Islanders games, but yeah, he's unbelievable, unbelievable. You know they locked him up on a really good contract. Could definitely win a Vesna when New York starts to get competitive with Schaefer, Carbon, Eklund, and Aitchison when they come in, and whoever they draft next year definitely will be the backbone there. Next is Jacob Markstrom. Had a had had a decent year with the Devils. He was lights out during the playoffs, but too bad that the Devils were just all banged up and just weren't that good. So I put him in A tier ahead of Stoley. Yeah, not much to say. Jake Ondier didn't have the best analytical season this year. In the playoffs, wasn't analytically great, but he is an A tier. I feel like he is above Kemper, above Anderson, above Markstrom, and above Stoley. Swagman. Swagman is this type of goalie. He's an S tier. When he's on his game, he is S tier. This year, he was more like this. So I'll just go in the middle and put him on the top of B. He arguably should always be an A goalie, but just after last season, I'll keep him in B. That is Jack Greaves. He played all of 10 games or something like that, 15 games, 20 games around there. Was lights out. Like, as a Montreal fan, watching this guy tear it for Columbus as they came closer into trying to get into the playoffs was very scary. I'll put him in B, I guess, just because he was had a very good year. I'll put him in B. Um, definitely will be him in uh Merzlikins is a pretty okay tandem. Merzlikins is ass though. This guy's probably gonna be your starter next year. And in the future, when Andrenov's contract is over, him and Andrenov, it's a pretty good tandem, you know, if Greaves sticks around for 5 years. Uh, Joey Decord, E tier. I put him above Talbot and Greaves. I feel like Greaves is probably will be the last on B tier. I have trouble though. Aiden Hills had playoff success, has had success. Decord, I mean, really hasn't. And I'm not too sure if in 22 or 23 if he was a starter or was Grubauer when they went to the second round against Dallas, beat Colorado. I'm not sure. but I'll just put him in B. He's he wouldn't go anywhere higher if he was the starter. So Binner, Binner is also. I mean, shit. This is actually really hard for Binner, man. It's actually very hard, very difficult. He has his games, man. He has Four Nations. He showed simply unbeatable in that overtime versus in the gold game against the USA. It was absolutely crazy. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know really where to put him. He's probably just off of regular season standards, the top of B. I don't think he had as good a season as Stoley or Markstrom or Anderson. And just off recent tendencies, I don't think he's up there. But he's a good 1B or 1A. Sorry, he's a really good option. So yeah, I'll keep him in B for now. Yusisaros S tier. I don't care that he had a shitty season this year. Yusisaros absolutely one of the top 10 goalie, top 5 goalie in the league. He has carried Nashville on multiple occasions. One year he doesn't. Nashville is in the gutter. So yeah, yeah, he's undersized. Yes, his technique is really good. His glove side very good. He knows how to play the game. I mean, everyone knows how to play the game, but you know what I mean. Like he knows how to play it well for himself. You know, is that Kevin Lankinen? That is C tier. Kevin Lankinen is C tier. I don't know why they signed him to that shitty contract and then paid Demko 8.5. Yeah, that was just horrendous. Um, I mean, he'll be an okay 1B, definitely an overpaid 1B, but he'll be okay. Linus Ulmark, I put him here. I think he's not. I think he's top of A. I don't think he has. I don't think he has S tier potential, but A tier, top of A tier. That's what I think. I think he had an amazing season for Ottawa. He gave exactly what Ottawa needed, which was goaltending. And he had a shaky start. Like the first two games, he had a shaky start in playoffs against Toronto, but came back and was an absolute brick wall. One of the only reasons why, well, not one of the only reasons, but one of the main reasons why Ottawa won two games against Toronto. So yeah, LT Tomer, Logan Thompson, the right hand magician, A tier, under underrated goalie, one of the most underrated goalies in the league, Logan Thompson. This guy got snubbed from Canada. Team Canada got snubbed from Vezina votes. Guy is very nasty. You know, had an unbelievable playoffs. I watched him every game he played during the playoffs was absolutely unbelievable. I know I'm a Montreal fan and I could be being biased here, but from the way I saw the games, Montreal could have definitely taken Washington in a 6 or 7 if Logan Thompson wasn't in that. If he actually had gotten injured in Game 3, like he is such a good goalie. Just the saves he makes, like his style, everything. He was good in Vegas too as well. He's very good. Lukas Dostal is shit, man. He's an A tier goalie. I, shit, he is. He. I've always had faith in my Czech man, Lukas Dostal. Always had faith in him since he was drafted. I've paid attention to his career. You can call me biased for putting him in A, just early, but he had a breakout season this year. It was absolutely insane. So yeah, I'll put him in A, man. Mackenzie Blackwood, A tier. I don't. I put him ahead of Dostal. Damn, I have a lot of goalies in fucking A. That means there's a lot of good goalies. Jesus, man. Yeah, he's good. Mackenzie Blackwood brought Colorado back. Him and Scott Wedgwood. You know, he got traded for Georgiev, came into Colorado, proved proved his worth. Uh, he had some moments during the playoffs where you could say he wasn't the best. Like he's not an A tier goalie, but I don't know, just based off of what he did, bringing Colorado back up, from not being good at the beginning of the season to, you know, look at the records. It's crazy when he's in that. So his analytical numbers are really good. I put Blackwood in there. Samuel Montembeault. So Monty, top of B tier. This guy, this guy plays like this some nights, and then plays like this some nights. He is insane, insanely bipolar the way he plays. Like you can tell when Montembeault is on his game and on not. It's great. I know goalie is a very mental game. It's a very mental position where you have to think. You know, you have to be in the right mindset to make saves. And yeah, man. Sometimes at the end of the season, he was like this, and during the playoffs, he was in S tier. But just for the rest of the season, just his numbers might not pop out at you, but he was top three goals saved above average or expected. Sorry, the past 2 years. So I put him there. Samuel Urson, D tier. Put him D tier. I don't think he's as bad as these two goalies. I don't think so. I think he showed his worth in Four Nations, what he could do with a good team. Uh, I guess that game with the USA was pretty good for Sweden. So I mean, I'll put him in D. Most Flyers fans would toss him here. Toss him in F tier, but yeah, I'm gonna put him here. Bob. So Bob next. Bob is S tier. I put him ahead of Shiesty, ahead of Assy. Not ahead. I think this is how my top three goalies are. Bucky, Sorokin, Bob. Those are my top three. That's what I would do. Yeah, not much to say about Bob, man. Three cup runs. The first one was basically all because of him and Matthew Kachuk, but he was insane in the first cup run. Like, I don't know if you remembered, this guy was insane. The first year they won the cup, also insane, was in Conn Smythe voting. This year, when they won, with Marchand, with Kachuk, with Barkov, with McDavid going crazy, again, Drysdale going crazy, and Bennett still in Conn Smythe voting, still top three. He is one of the best playoff goalies of all time and one of the best goalies of all time. Hall of Famer for sure. Insane goalie. This guy backstops teams. He backstops teams. He was great in Columbus, was great in Philadelphia. Amazing. As soon as he went to Florida, he had those few couple rough years. I had those like 6 years or 5 years where you couldn't tell it was Bob. He was playing like shit. Now he came back. He's insane. So next is Stewie Skin. Where do I put Stewie Skin? Do I put him here or do I put him here? Where does he go? Stewie Skin on some nights is here. Most of the time he's here. But then he fools you and has a 10-game stretch where he plays like the best goalie of all time. I think he is in C tier. I think he's a C tier goalie. I don't think he's anything special. There's a lot of Oilers fans that I know that ride him all day, that love him so much. And then there's a lot of Oilers fans that hates too. As you could tell, they were sending death threats to the guy. But yeah, I think he's just a C tier, to be honest. And then Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. Ukko-Pekka, D tier. Not much to say. He had one good year. He's getting paid 4.75 million, I think, for the next 5 to 6 years. 4 years? Quote me on that. I don't know. Uh, he's a DJ. He's a 1B option on mostly every team. He barely makes a start on like Florida, for example, or Colorado. Yeah. So yeah, that is my list. If you disagree or agree, let me know. Sure. Um, yeah. Uh, this is supposed to be Spencer night, even though she has a picture of Arvid Soderbaum or Soderblom. So yeah, Spencer night, C tier. Okay. Yeah. So if I will give you a top five ranking of my goalies that I personally like and that I think will be very good next year. So one will be Sorokin, two will be Hellebuck, three will be Bob, four will be Dustin Wolf, five I think Swagman. I think Swagman makes a comeback next year, even though Boston is going to be shit next year, probably most likely. Most likely they're going to be shit. I think he makes a huge comeback. That's what I think. But let me know who your top five is, who your number one is. Yeah, just let me know how this list looks to you, and tell me if you guys want me to keep doing some tier lists. Okay. Um, thank you for watching NutriZone. I will see you guys tomorrow.